the Lord has sent me to Jericho. Okay? Now, before we go any further, I just want to say this, okay? Jericho represents warfare. All right? Bethel represents intimacy. Now, you could have gone straight from obedience, straight from Gilgal, the first stop, remember Gilgal. You could have gone from Gilgal to Jericho just in a moment. You could literally see Jericho from Gilgal. From the walls of Jericho, they could look down and they could see the Israelites being circumcised. And they're thinking, what are these guys all about? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. You can go straight from obedience to warfare, and there are plenty of believers that try it. And guess what? It's not going to be a lot of fun. So in order to go to the place of intimacy, in order for them to go to Bethel, they had to go way out of their way. He had to go from Gilgal way out of their way to Bethel, and then come back to Jericho, okay? Let me tell you, if you've got a laundry list of stuff that God's called you to do, you have a lot of stuff that's on your plate, let me tell you, the number one thing you can do is you got to stop, you got to lay that laundry list down, and you got to be in that place of intimacy. You have to have Him in this place of intimacy. He strengthens you in that place of spending time with Him and being aware of His presence, that place of loving the Lord. Listen, don't go straight from obedience to going and trying to take on hell with a water pistol. It ain't going to happen, all right? Once you've been in that place of intimacy, I'm telling you, there's something of an authority. There's something of a power. There's something of a breaker that's on you. There's something of a release of His power, and nothing can stop you, okay? Listen, how many of you guys think it would be wise for him to go and follow Elijah? He says, stay here. The Lord has sent me to Jericho. How many of you guys think it's wise to leave Bethel and go to Jericho? What would you do? What would you do? Do you leave the place of intimacy to go to the place of warfare? What would you do? Now this could be a trick question. So I'll turn my head so you don't feel weird if you answer the wrong way. Do you leave Bethel?
Let's stay there.
There you go. Hey.
Because it's in me.
You never, ever leave Bethel. You never pull out of the shooby juice, okay? You never pull out of His presence. You never pull out of the place of intimacy. Mary always picks the best spot, right? It's just as the person said who probably saw my video, you carry Bethel with you. You carry that place of intimacy with you. Everywhere you go, you carry that. Everywhere you go, you're walking in that place. Everywhere you go, you live out of that place of intimacy. You stay in that place of intimacy, okay? When you show up to Jericho, you understand that you have such authority, you have such dominion power over the walls of Jericho, right? You are in the throne zone. The God of peace will soon crush Satan underneath your feet. Out of the place of intimacy, you destroy the works of the devil. And you see, in the place of intimacy, when you're in that place of Bethel, you don't even see warfare anymore. You don't even see giants anymore. You don't even see devils anymore. No demons can get upon this holy road. You are not demon-focused anymore. You're not on the devil hunt anymore. I mean, praise God for the deliverance ministries that we've had the past few decades, and it's great that they made us aware that, yeah, that realm is real. Angels and demons are real. But you know what? They don't exist in my realm because I'm a shing-ding-ding believer. Inside of me, all I see is Jesus. My eyes are full of light, and I don't have to be paranoid. Discernment does not equal paranoia.
Amen.
Okay? So, true discernment is seeing Jesus. True discernment is recognizing Him in a situation. You can see the worst crack addict on the street, prostitute, and you see Jesus. You see the potential of Jesus Christ in their life. You can speak life. You can speak destiny. You're not speaking the circumstances. The enemy can point out the circumstances. All it takes is one carnal mind and one working eye to point out devils. It's really easy to point out devils if you're full of them. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't take a lot of discernment to point out problems. Everybody's great at it, all right? You can find anybody in this whole casino that can point out problems, all right? That is not discernment. Discernment is seeing Jesus Christ. Discernment is recognizing the glory. Discernment is seeing Him, okay?
Amen.
And so, You don't see obstacles anymore. You see opportunities. You don't see mountains anymore. You see stepping stones, okay?
Amen.
When you have this revelation, how many of you guys have ever asked for some warfare? It would be pretty stupid if you're not hanging out in Bethel, okay? Listen, when you understand who you are, when you understand what you're packing, when you understand who you are looking to pick some fights. Everywhere you go, you see real estate. Everywhere you go, you're no longer trying to sweep the devil off of your doorstep. It is offense. You are continually on the offense. There's no such thing as defense for a Christian. You are always moving forward. You are always possessing and occupying. You are always taking land. When these guys come up to the walls of Jericho, and they're walking around the walls of Jericho, and they're looking, he said, look, shut everybody up. I don't want them complaining. I don't want them talking about it. I want you to just walk it up around and just size it up. Let's see, I think we'll put the indoor swimming pool over here. We're going to put all the extra tennis courts right there. That's where we're going to have our 15th mansion right over there. They're walking around, they're sizing it up. And then they just, boom, the thing goes down. There is nothing holding you back. When you understand what Jericho is, when you understand that warfare is always gold and blood and glory, when you understand that warfare is for you because you are the winner, you are the victor, it has been accomplished, it has been won. There's no longer a fear of cowardice in your body. You're spitting out fire and gunpowder. And you enjoy the fight. You're a warrior. You're looking for fights. I'm telling you, the age of the administrator is over. The age of the general is come. It's time to wake up and be who we are and operate in authority. We're not little church mice anymore, sitting around with our little morality club. It's time to go out. The harvest is here. The harvest is ripe. This is our day, our hour. The time is in our hands. We're the carriers of the fire. It's not a future generation or a past generation. You're living right here, right now, for a reason. And it's yours if you want it. Yours if you take it. He's looking for those that are ready. It's ours. Jericho. There's a company of prophets in Jericho.
Just drink.
Not a lot of prophets in Gilgal.
Nope.
If you're stuck in Gilgal, you're not really a prophet. You have to be intimate with the Lord to hear His voice. There are prophets at Bethel. There are also prophets at Jericho. The company of prophets at Jericho went up to Elijah and asked him, do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today? Heard that before. Yes, I know. Shut up. See, a lot of us would take that as confirmation. Oh, it was prophesied twice. Confirmation.
Hey.
You know what Adolf Hitler said? He said, if you tell a lie long enough and loud enough, somebody will believe it.
Yep. Or you believe in yourself.
What did the devil do? If you are the Son of God, if you are the Son of God, if you are the Son of God, challenge him his identity. What did he do? What did he do in the Garden of Eden? Challenge our identity. If you eat this, you'll be like God. I already am like God.
Yeah, no, like
Just because you hear the same thing over and over. Oh, but my negative feelings, wah. It's the same old thing. Your sermon on the cross didn't work.
She's nice. Oh, man.
It's popular revelation, isn't it? They're having trendy revelation. It's on all the best websites.